Next will be Mr. Timothy Freeman.
That would be me. Thank you to this board. Thank you for your service, council members. But I want to remind you that it's just that, your service. And who do you service? Your constituents. Me, the small man, the little people. So once again, my name is Timothy Freeman. I came here to speak about a particular problem we have in Grove Park neighborhood where I live. I own a house in Grove Park. I've been running up and down Bankhead for the last 30, 35 years. And I may not be a senior citizen, but I am an OG. And I do know quite a bit about what's been going on in this community. And the people have been disinvested in, lied to over and over again. And repeatedly, here we go again. Now let me slow down a bit, because I want to thank God and the ancestors for allowing me the opportunity, the strength, and the courage to get up here and speak to you people and to everybody else. I want to thank God for the blessings, and I want to thank my ancestors, my many ancestors, for going through what they went through. Black ancestors, let me make that clear, for going through the many, many trials and tribulations they went through for me to stand here and speak my truth. Now, I live in Grove Park. I'm not a sophisticated person. I'm a single dad of a 15-year-old son. I own my own house and I'm unemployed. How did I do this? Through true grit and determination. That's how I did it. Now, what has happened in our neighborhood, as my brother put before us, the colonizers, not the gentrifiers, because usually when gentrifiers come, they use their money, their power, and their influence to come right on in, and they'll give you the middle finger and just do what they got to do. What this group of people have done is came in the name of the Lord. They befriended people, including me, and I'll tell you about that story. They befriended people, made us feel like they were our friends, but they were wolves in sheep's clothing. All they wanted to do was lullaby us to sleep and keep telling us lie after lie. Justin, my partner, Justin Beaker, my partner, I done kicked it with both of them, but this ain't about friendship, see? Because I have no permanent friends or no permanent enemies. I only have a permanent agenda, and that is the betterment of my people who have been left behind so many times. So I come here to speak for the residents, in proxy for the residents of my neighborhood, because they tell me the things that they scared to tell y'all. They scared because y'all done beat them up, disinvested in them. They tired of coming to meeting after meeting, and they ain't getting no results. They getting promises and no results. Now my brother has already laid out to you that we have empirical evidence that this Grove Park renewal is breaking the law, and somebody within this administration is helping. And we intend to get to the bottom of it. We're not going anywhere. We will get to the bottom of this. Now, we live in what we call the cradle of civil rights here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it is a shame what is happening with these colonizers and these investors just taking over everything. And they're doing it in a way off of our back. Let me tell you, Grove Park Renewal came in and used my name, other cohorts in the neighborhood that people believed in, and said, yeah, I know Tim Freeman. He's my guy. I roll with Tim. Then they get some $2 million grant, or giving money given to them, using my name. So now I got to get some get back. I'm going to tell what they've been doing. They've been lying the whole time, lying to me, lying to the people. Now we have empirical evidence that this man is taking single dwelling units and dividing them into duplexes and triplexes. Only got one power meter, and to my understanding, that is not only immoral, it is illegal. Am I right? I'm quite sure it is. So we have the fiduciary duty to the people in our community to come here and let y'all know that we ain't begging for nothing. We got the information, we got the proof, we got the willpower, and if y'all don't do right, y'all will either be voted out when the next time comes, because I'm not going to get up off your butts. And if you don't do right then, what's going to happen is shame is going to come on you. Shame is going to come on you. And I wish Mr. Bleeker was here so I could put some shame on him. Because one thing I know is when the rich people come through, taking what they want, they don't have no shame. I don't even know if they were born with shame. So I'm going to give them some shame. Shame on you, Mr. Bleeker. Shame on you. Justin Bleeker and them came into our neighborhood about 9 years ago with promises to revitalize our neighborhood. And I paid attention then to the trick words they use, like we're gonna be here to help anybody who is willing. You see that? Then they want to turn around and say you weren't willing. We tried to help you, but you just weren't willing. They came in and said that under God's name, they were gonna strengthen up our community and empower our community. That told me that they already knew we didn't have no power. See, they gonna give us the power, but they lied. All they did was take away from us, took our spirit. We have only about 20% ownership in that Grove Park neighborhood. And I remember when it was much, much higher than that. I remember when the gentrification process is first started, and this has been a long process, but the gentrification is gone and the colonization has begun. Anytime somebody come in and tell you that they're gonna be your friend while the whole time they're trying to take your property, which they did try to take my property, but I'm still here because I don't play them games. I don't play that, and I'm teach my people how not to play that either. I tried to collaborate with Justin them, and I told them through some of y'all programs, I could show our people how to gain home ownership. I'm unemployed and a single dad. I did it. But he didn't want to follow me. They keep hiring white people or people that will follow their rules. See, they can't control me. That's why they didn't want to deal with me, because they know I can show my people how to get up off your knees, put your back up straight, and get what you, first of all, tell what you need to tell. Don't be scared of these folks. I don't care what kind of seat they in. They still average, ordinary people, put their pants on just like you do, shoes on one at a time, just like you do. So don't be scared of Howard Shook or Justin Hillers because they hold a title. You got a title too. You're a king, a queen. Act like it. And I promise y'all, I will not be going anywhere. I'm going to speak my piece. Right. And if Justin and them are able to go ahead and complete their process of complete domination, gentrification, all of that, I will do everything in my power to make sure that they are uncomfortable. You hear me? I promise you, I will do everything that I can to make sure that these people are uncomfortable, because they have taken enough from our neighborhood. I've noticed the way they coincide with other nonprofits who just give away enormous amounts of stuff. They give away so much that our people have become dependent on this stuff. They like they don't know anything else. And when I come to talk to our people through the religious teachings that have come from Justin Bleecker and some of the Buckhead Church of Christ, they mention her to the children in our neighborhoods and everything. I'm just telling y'all, I see this picture of colonization because when I try to talk to our black people, senior citizens and down, they tell me I ain't worried about it. God got me. So I see that people like Justin now have looked at the playbook and they realize how spiritual our people are. And instead of lifting us up with that spirituality, they use it. See, they use it to break us down. And I know most of you sitting here have seen this process before. I think it happened when we came over from the Africans in the transatlantic slave trade. First they came with the Bible and we had the land and the gold. They told us to bow down on our knees and read the Bible. When they left, they had the land and the gold, and we had the Bible. Yeah. We got to flip that back around. We got to use our mind, is what I've been telling Justin them. Teach the people how to rebuild them back up. Start the centers like the Goodwill did. I was so proud of that. The development centers. The Goodwill need to be on Bankhead. And they need to have me and the one and these people in here teaching our youth. We don't need no more white people, white women, people that are not invested truly in our community coming to tell us how to run our business. Right. We can do that. And we do have other nonprofit organizations, other people who are able to do these things. So the same money and the same attention that Justin been giving Justin, he could give it to me. He could give it to DeJuan. He could give it to so many of our brothers and sisters. And we'll show y'all we can get this done. Right. I promise you. Just take a look at it, shift things up, whoever doing this dirty dealing. This dirty dealing is gonna stop, and we want some of this money to be put into the black community and autonomy of this money. Not we got to run to Justin to make a deal with him to get a deal. Right. We're going to cut through that middleman. We got nonprofit organizations in place that if are funded properly and y'all come along with us, we'll see a change. But the change is not gonna, everybody ain't gonna like it.
Time has expired.
Feel me? Because what I found is sometimes me as a black man, when I advocate for myself, it automatically, inadvertently affects white people. And y'all got to deal with that because
time
white
has expired.
People, y'all have won for a long time. So we ain't really trying to be equal with y'all. We trying to catch up with y'all. See, so we can't do the same things
time
that y'all do.
Mr. Freeman.
You can't expect the same thing that I expect. I deserve more because you took more from me.
Time has expired. Thank you, Mr. Freeman.